Alright, what's going on YouTube? We're doing the Anurian Plaza on veteran mode. This is the heroic challenge. We have our level 10 starting hero. Everything is maxed out. For the towers, I have the Mausoleum, the Inferno, the Rockets, the Harassers, and the Archers. Let's go ahead. And for the upgrades, we have everything is maxed out. Choose the tanky reinforcements over the pitchforks. Let's go ahead and hop right into it. Starting off this level here, we're going to go to the bottom and put a Inferno Tower at the roundabout and an Inferno Tower at the top at the roundabout, and we're going to get level 4 on both of these towers. That's going to be all our money. We have 40 gold left over. I'm going to have our hero chilling out at the top, and we'll start the wave. Now this level is one of those levels where you have to have that really delicate balance between magic damage and physical damage, which seems to be the theme throughout this campaign. But you can see the bottom is really good at taking care of armored foes. Those tanks are just melting to the level 4 mage tower. And at the top, we just have to have our hero there to stall out the chasers. You will notice once the enchanters appear, I'm immediately putting the reinforcements on top of the enchanters so that they don't cast any bubbles. So if we really, really don't want to happen is for the enchanters to buff the tanks. That is like the worst thing that could happen. Everything else is good, so you can see hero is just stalling out very nicely at the top. And the chasers, the Hermit the Frog guys at the top, they don't actually jump to your hero, but your hero can summon those little trolls, and at that point, that's when they'll jump to him. So by default, they only jump to the reinforcements, but they can also jump to the guys that the hero summons. So if he's not summoning anything, then they don't jump to him. But as soon as they start to summon, that's when they jump. So anyway, another Inferno Tower coming up at the roundabout at the top, the other roundabout, I should say. And then at the bottom, at wave 2, we're going to put in some Harassers just to keep the tanks in that level 4 mage range a little bit longer. And still continuing to stall out the enchanters. You notice the little flying things start to appear, and that's okay. We're going to start introducing our Shadow Archers, which are going to be really important in the upcoming waves. And as the enchanters start to clump up, just drop your soul impacts. We really want to kill them as quickly as possible and minimize the amount of bubbles we're able to create. I'm still leaving my hero at the top, though. I believe it's very important that you keep him up there. So that's what we're going to do. We're just more stalling out. If you can isolate the tanks, they die very quickly to the mage towers, but you have to keep the enchanters busy. And at this point, you want to have a level 3 archer tower along the path towards the top, because that's where the magic resist guys are going to come, starting with wave 3. And at this point, if you don't have sufficient amount of physical damage, you will just kind of lose the game. So it's very important that you get that archer tower leveled up. And you can see I put another mage tower on the bottom, and I have a level 4 archer tower. And I'm just trying to kite these guys a little bit on the top and move my hero down. Also paying attention to what's happening at the bottom, because I really don't want those guys to get too far. So I drop a soul impact on the bottom. I'm keeping my hero, try to keep him in range. You can see how quickly these frogs will shred our hero if we're not careful. And we're putting another archer tower and trying to level that up as quickly as possible. Already level 3, and that should be enough to tank this wave. You can see even the level 4 Inferno Towers are just tickling these guys. They have such high magic resist, so we have to have the archers to do the work. And just making sure our hero does not die. We're going to move him back a little bit. And just meanwhile keeping an eye of what's going on at the bottom as well. So you have to multitask pretty well in this game. So far so good. We're going to be getting another archer tower. That should be our priority, because everything is at the top right now is very, very high magic resist. And at the bottom, we're going to be putting just a mausoleum at that long stretch. Keeping an eye to make sure things don't walk too far away. So this is the 4th wave, and we are looking pretty healthy going into this. We finally get a level 4 archer tower, the second one at the top. And you notice at the bottom, the tanks are starting to make their way up the long stretch. So we'll need to put another mage tower and probably send our hero over as well. If the enchanters get in range of the crystal, they can disable your towers briefly. You can see the bottom level 4 mage tower is disabled. That is very annoying. So try, if at all possible, to drop your reinforcements and prevent that from happening. And you notice I have to move my hero over to the top left-hand side now to deal with this stuff. And I've also put several Inferno towers on these roundabouts just to try to deal damage to the tanks. Because we have so many the archer towers at the top right-hand side, that's enough to deal with the magic resist without our hero standing there. And just, again, keeping the enchanters distracted, moving our hero over there to deal with the tanks, getting deep into our defenses. And we are into wave 5 now, so I would just continue to upgrade the Infernos, particularly at those endpoints. Those are going to be really important. And you can see we were introduced to the Demolishers at the bottom, along with the Enchanters. So I dropped the Soul Impact to kill off the Enchanters. And if we can isolate the Demolishers, they do take a ton of damage to the Inferno towers, so they usually aren't too big of a problem. You can see one just bites the dust there, and our Enchanters seem to be busy buffing the Eagles, which are the little flying things, which are fun. Gonna keep our hero over at the top left-hand side, and the tanks are getting demolished with the Inferno towers. We have to worry about the stuff coming over on the right. See, that guy is making his way to the end, but we should have enough damage. We have to drop a reinforcement, though, to stall him out. And our hero is just doing so much work over on the top left. Now, these Crystal Demolishers, as they walk the gauntlet, you can see they're slowly just taking a ton of damage to the Inferno, so that's not really a problem. I'm just upgrading the Infernos as I see fit to try to, stall them out as much as possible. And our hero could probably move down. Yeah, he's going to go down there. And this is the final wave, so we're introduced. We have everything now. We have the Enchanters at the top and bottom. We have the Demolishers. We have the tanks. So if we can manage this right, we'll kill off the Enchanters, and then our Infernos will take down the tanks. I put my hero at the bottom here to try to help kill off some of these the Enchanters, and we just have to trust that our Mage Towers are doing enough damage to take off the one like the top left, for example. And the Archer Towers should take care of the stuff on the top. Gets a bit chaotic at the bottom too, because there's just so many Enchanters and so many bubbles happening. We're gonna have to move our hero to the top left and take care of this one last push here. The top on the right hand side is mostly taking care of itself. So I'm splitting up my defenses. I'm putting my hero at the top left, and I'm putting my reinforcements at the top right hand side. And very close there, the Zapper's coming in, and then our Mage Towers are finishing off. You can see I'm just quickly upgrading all the Mage Towers, dropping my hero power on the right hand side to stall out that Demolisher one last time, and then our hero is doing work on the top left. And that should be game. One last tank going down, just going to get shredded by the Mage Tower. One last hit should do it. There we go. Alright, well, hope you guys enjoyed that. Hope you found that entertaining. I will see you in the next video. Have a good one.